Good morning, guys, and welcome to a super productive weekend routine. It is 7:15 in the morning right now. I'm just sitting down at the desk getting some work done, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to take you guys through my weekend, show you how I get a lot of stuff done while still maintaining time and quality time with my family, and likewise preparing for the week ahead. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Jessica, and here on my channel, we focus on all things mom life. However, everything we do in my space does have a bit of a healthy twist, as I'm a holistic nutritionist and a nutritional practitioner. So if that sounds like something that you might be interested in, I would love it if you would take 2 seconds and consider subscribing. The button is right here down below. Give that a click. That way you don't miss a single video. Okay, so I just brought my computer in because it is the 3rd day of October when I'm filming this video, and there's a lot on my to-do list for both today and tomorrow, which is why I thought it would be a great opportunity to pick up the camera and kind of take you through my weekend routine. So I've got some client work that I need to follow up. If you aren't aware, I am a nutritionist and I have a one-on-one nutrition practice. So I have a couple clients that are getting ready to graduate their 12-week program. And if you're interested in learning more about my one-on-one nutrition program, I will have a link for you in the description box down below. But I'm putting together some graduation packets for them. I have some stuff to do around the house as far as cleaning goes. Of course, there's always that. And then I also have some cooking to do. So there's some cooking, there's some baking, there's some behind the scenes nutrition work that I need to get done. So I'm gonna jump right into hopefully getting this client work together really quickly, head upstairs, get dressed in the next 30 minutes before the kids wake up, and then I'll take you through our weekend. The kids are awake and everybody's had breakfast, so we're just relaxing because it is a weekend morning and we're doing some fall painting. They absolutely love to do crafts in the morning time and after school, so I thought, why not get some out today so that I could get to baking. This is a lemon poppy seed bake that I'm putting together, and I do typically do this in a bread form. However, today I'm making it into muffins and they turned out incredible. I had some extra produce that I needed to use up that was in my refrigerator, so I wanted to throw this together to be ahead for the week. I will go ahead and put the full instructions and details for you in the description box down below. So just hit that expand arrow and then you can check out all of the details on how to recreate this one yourself at home. All right, guys, so it's a Saturday and I'm feeling generous. So I'm actually going to add 2 tablespoons of chocolate chips. I don't typically add chocolate chips to this recipe, but yep. Okay, I'll get you some, but I think we're gonna do it anyways. I think it'll make it delicious. So let's add some chocolate chips. And Sawyer is now here to help.
I want to eat chocolate.
You want to eat chocolate? Okay. Two heaping tablespoons. I might add. Okay, I'll give you 2 chocolates, but you can't touch Mama's camera, okay? Behind the scenes action. Okay, ready? Here's little chocolate chips just for baby, okay? Thank you for being a helper. Okay, so I'm gonna mix that all up and then we're gonna blend together. Are they good? Okay, I'm gonna mix this all up and then I'm gonna blend together our squash and our zucchini in the blender with our eggs and our banana to kind of get like the perfect smooth texture. I normally bake this in a baking dish, but we're gonna make them into muffins today. And the reason I'm making this recipe is because I had gone to Costco and bought the huge bags of seasonal squash and zucchini. So I have a bunch of it that needs to be used. So I thought we could do that, make them into muffins, and they would be great for lunch boxes this upcoming week. Then we're gonna juice our full lemon, put the zest in. Also, the vanilla is key. Do not skimp on the vanilla. This what really brings out all the flavor, and honestly, it'll make your whole house smell like you're making birthday cake. So let's get to blending everything wet and get these in the oven. The fresh lemon juice and the zest of the 2 lemons really are the key ingredients in this recipe next to the vanilla. I swear your entire kitchen will smell delicious when you're putting this recipe together, so don't skimp out. I know sometimes zesting the lemons can be a pain, but it's well worth it. And you need to let me know in the comment section down below if you plan on making this recipe, or circle back with me and let me know when you recreate it at home. And because it is October 2nd, I'm getting out my absolute favorite fall baking dish. I shared this last year a few times on Instagram and here on my YouTube channel. I got this from Williams Sonoma. It's the Nordic Ware Copper Baking, and I love to cook with copper and bake with copper. It's such a great durable pan. However, I will say, because of the cadence of this pan and all of the small little cracks and details in these acorns and pine cones, it is a really big pain to clean. However, I still love it. The kids absolutely love it. So to me, it's well worth it. I just fully grease it to the best of my ability in hopes that it'll come out better and it'll be a little bit easier to scrub clean. Now I'm moving on to a DIY that has been going all over Instagram and all over my feed, and it's where you take paint and you mix it together with baking soda, and it gives you sort of a terracotta look and feel to whatever you're painting. Ronan loves to do crafts. He loves to help out around the house, and he loves to help fix things, so I thought this would be a great thing for he and I to do on a Saturday. So I just picked up some inexpensive dollar store pumpkins for us to practice on, and they came together so cute. This color is actually the exterior color of our new home, so it was really nice. I'd gone to Sherwin-Williams and picked it up, so it was really nice to be able to see it in person. So we do go ahead and paint one pumpkin this dark color and a couple of leaves that I'm going to use as chargers this dark color as well, and then I go on with a light color and paint another pumpkin and a vase. And I will say I am the least crafty person that I know. I don't know how to paint. I don't know how to craft. I don't know how to do anything. But this was pretty simple and easy. I will say that you have to do 2 coats, and it does take quite a bit of time to let the coats dry because of the baking soda. But when you see the final product, it was definitely worth it. Now I'm moving on to the accessible beige, and I feel like by this point I finally got the texture right. I got my ratio of paint to baking soda down, so it took a little bit of playing around. I wish I would have actually started with the beige first and then gone on to the dark, because I did a lot more dark than I did light, but it came together so well. You'll see that was just a first coat that I put on, and everything dried beautifully. And then once I put the second coat on, as you can see here, it looks great. Now, before calling it a night, I'm just gonna wipe down our powder room really quick because Kai and I are going out on date night. And as you can see, there's toothpaste all over this sink because the kids do brush their teeth downstairs. So I find myself having to wipe down this bathroom almost every single day, which is fine. I stay on top of it and it takes me no time at all to keep it clean, but it's just nice to use these quick wipes. I'm just gonna wipe down the powder room sink, the toilet, and the door handles really quickly before we head out on date night. Good morning, guys, and happy Sunday. Yesterday was definitely a productive day, but today my list is twice as long. I'm super excited. We've got a lot of food prep to do. We're putting together a beautiful soup for the week. I also have to run over to the grocery store and we're prepping some fruits and vegetables to have for easy access for lunch boxes and for breakfast throughout the week. So I hope that you're enjoying this video so far. If you are, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing. So with that, let's head downstairs and jump into day 2. I wanted to share with you guys this really cool product that True Earth sent over to me, and they are laundry detergent sheets. These have been such a game changer. They're super convenient, they're eco-friendly, and they're healthy and made with all of the ingredients that I approve of in my home. So you take one of the sheets, you rip it in half, you throw it in your wash, and you run your cycle as normal. They are lovely. They also smell amazing. They, of course, have fragrance free. They have a few different scents, but I've been really enjoying them. So I will have a link for you guys in the description box down below if you want to learn more about True Earth. So now I have one load of laundry in the wash and another one that I folded. So at this point, I'm going to get started on some soup for us to have throughout the week. I like to utilize the weekend to spend quality time with my family and also to do whatever I can to prevent the week from being any more stressful than it needs to be. So whether that's making a big batch of soup, a crock pot recipe, prepping some fruit and vegetables, baking, and utilizing the time I have on the weekend to really set ourselves up for success. So I'm making a big batch of soup. This is my potato cauliflower leek soup. This recipe is so delicious and it's so warming and comforting. So I will have all of the ingredients for you listed in the description box down below. It's super easy to throw together. It's also extremely filling between the potatoes and the cauliflower that I love to have this as a simple side for lunchtime or also to serve with a big salad for dinner. So I'm just using frozen rice cauliflower instead of fresh cauliflower. I use these both interchangeably in this recipe, but that's what we had on hand, and I wanted to go through some of the stuff in our freezer, and it works beautifully every single time. Likewise, I'm using vegetable broth, but in the past I've also used chicken broth in this recipe. Both work great. And when I was cooking the recipe, I realized we were out of white pepper, which to me is a key ingredient in many of our soups, but definitely in this one. So I quickly ran over to Whole Foods. I picked up the needed produce and also the white pepper while Kaya and the kids watched the soup and played. I want to know from you in the comments below, do you prep fruits and vegetables for the week every week? I'm curious because I find myself prepping ingredients more frequently in the cooler months because I find that I'm cooking a lot more In the summertime, we grill, and I'm really reaching for quick and easy things like salads and smoothies. In the wintertime, I want more of the cooked vegetables, so I do find that I prep a lot of ingredients in the cooler months. Likewise, in the summer, I'm outside spending a lot of times with the kids, especially on the weekends, so I don't like to spend a ton of time in the kitchen prepping ingredients. But just doing this ahead of time makes my week go so much more smoothly. And also the kids love the independence. My son is 5. He can reach in, he can grab some strawberries because everything is already prepped and ready to go for him. Now I know we're only in the first week of October, but I do feel like my lunchbox game has been really on point this year. I feel as though years past I've been so stressed about getting all of the perfect balanced nutrition into my son's lunchbox. And now I'm packing both his and Sawyer's lunchbox, and it has felt just so seamless and easy and carefree this year. I just put in some fruit, some vegetables, a wrap or a sandwich alongside of my favorite baked goods like the ones we made yesterday or many of the ones I share on Instagram, with some protein. I've shared in a past video my favorite lunchbox where I can add hot foods. So sometimes I'll add in a spaghetti or a chili or even this soup. So taking the stress out of packing lunches has made it that much more enjoyable for me this year. So whenever I'm cooking food, I like to just make a little bit extra to go into the kids' lunchbox for the week ahead. I want to thank you all so much for spending the weekend with me, and I truly hope that you enjoyed this video. You found it motivational, inspirational, and you're able to use some of this in your upcoming weekend ahead. And if you like this sort of content, it would mean a lot to me if you give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button right here on the screen.